Hi, in this video I'm going to be showing you how to generate a parallelogram in R3. To generate the correct equation, we're going to be using this diagram to the left. The objects in this diagram are in R3 space, and the points A, B, and C are elements of R3. So to generate a parallelogram in R3, you must first start off with 3 points, that is A, B, and C, and they must be in different locations. Now from the points A, B, and C emerge 3 different vectors. There's the vector A, which starts at the origin and ends at the point A. There's the vector B minus A, which starts at A and ends at the point B. And there's the vector C minus A, which starts at the point A and which ends at the point C. These 3 vectors in green, red, and blue are essential for generating a parallelogram in R3. Since everything in the diagram is neatly in its place, we can now generate the parallelogram. Let's say that P stands for parallelogram. This means that moving from the point A, which is over here, in the directions of the vectors B minus A and C minus A gives the parallelogram is equal to the vector A plus some u times the vector B minus A plus some v times the vector C minus A. Now this piece of information over here is crucial. To lock in the region P, which is the parallelogram, u has to be greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. And that's also the case for v. So this is how to generate the equation of the parallelogram, and we need these conditions over here. Now that we've got this out of the way, I'm going to give you extra information that may be useful to know. If we expand the equation for P, we get the vector A plus u times the vector B minus u times the vector A plus v times the vector C minus v times the vector A. Collecting like terms, we get P is equal to 1 minus u minus v times the vector A plus u times the vector B plus v times the vector C. If we simplify further, we get P is equal to 1 minus u plus v times the vector A plus u times the vector B plus v times the vector C. Now notice this, which is very interesting. When you add up the scalars, 1 minus u plus v, u and also v, you get the value 1. So we've got the equation of the parallelogram, which is up here. Including these conditions, we also know that 1 minus u plus v plus u plus v is equal to 1. Now check this out. If we make x is equal to 1 minus u plus v, y is equal to u, and z is equal to v, we get the condition x plus y plus z is equal to 1. And this means that P is the same as x times the vector A plus y times the vector B plus z times the vector C. Of course, this condition over here applies. So this interesting fact emerges. Every point of the parallelogram can be written as a combination of the points A, B, and C, where the coefficients x, y, and z satisfy x plus y plus z is equal to 1. And this result was obtained by the parametrization p is equal to the vector a plus some u times the vector b minus a plus some v times the vector c minus a. Now we're going to graph the equation for p on Desmos to see exactly what it generates. One final point before we generate the graph. For x, y, and z, these conditions for u and v must still apply. That's very important. So this is what the graph looks like on Desmos. We have the point A, which is x1, y1, z1. That's located over here. We have the point B, which is x2, y2, z2. That's located over here. And we have the point C, which is x3, y3, z3. And that's located over here. In green, we have the vector A. In red, we have the vector b minus a. And in blue, we have the vector c minus a. And in grey, there's the parallelogram, which is described by this equation over here. And here are the conditions for u and v. Now below, we have an expression for every point on the parallelogram. That is small a times the vector a plus small b times the vector b plus small c times the vector c. Small a plus small b plus small c is equal to 1. Notice that I replaced the variables x, y, and z with the variables small a, small b, and small c. Notice that inside this box we have a is equal to 1 minus b plus c, and below that we have the conditions for b and c. They both have to be greater than or equal to 0 and less than or equal to 1. This expression over here is generating the point in orange. So that's the demonstration finalized. This is how to generate a parallelogram in R3 and also how to locate any point inside it. If you have any questions related to this video, leave them in the comment section and I'll try to respond as soon as I can. For more videos like this, make sure you're subscribed to this channel for updates. You can also follow my work on Instagram at mathematics.proofs. Thanks for taking your time to watch this video. See you next time. All the best.